Hey guys, Angel here with the Bullish Bears team. I'm making the watch list video for tomorrow, the 29th of January, and you can see that we have the S&P futures pulled up, and it did break a little bit out of this trend line here, which was angular support. However, we can redraw it to include this new candle. So it's still in an ascending triangle. It did hammer off the 9, however, it's a red hammer, and it keeps just being super indecisive around this angular support. So we do have to be aware of that and pay attention and see if it's going to break up or break down. Right now, we don't know, so I guess we will just have to wait and see. So we're going to take a look at the watch list and get that started for tomorrow. So we're taking a look at TELL, T-E-L-L, which I actually kind of like this one. So, let's see, it's got resistance around 930-ish. Let's take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly looks like. Hourly is riding the 9. It's a bit of a cup and handle-ish on the hourly, and it's sort of like a bull flag. Like a messy one, not a perfect one, but still, if you're looking for perfection in the stock market, then you're going to have a hard time finding that. So it is a bull flag on daily. Watch for possible resistance around 940, and then obviously 950 as $1.50 amounts are huge psychological support and resistance. So that is TELL, T-E-L-L. Oops. T-E-L-L. Okay, so we're going to look at TRTC, which I was writing a blog post on penny stock watch list today, so I've been looking at these stocks. This one I would not put on the watch list right now just because it's trading right between support and resistance. BOOZF is the one we're looking at now, and that is super indecisive candle, and the bulls or the bears couldn't decide, so it didn't even get a color. So that is going to be a no because it's so indecisive. So we'll take a look at IAG. So I'm not going to put this one on the watch list just because it closed right at this 50 SMA, which is a strong resistance level. It tried to break it and hold and it couldn't. Instead, it fell back down. So I would not put this one on right now. I would wait for it. So WFT, I believe that was on the watch list for today. If it wasn't today, then it was sometime last week that I had it on, because I know I just had it on. No, it was for today. So I'm not going to put, I don't think, this one on again, because I'm not sure that it's got, well, we can take a look at the hourly. I'm just not sure. Oh, you know what? I really like this bull flag on WFT. I do. I put it on because I liked this bull flag, and then look what it did. It went up. So it's bull flag, bull flag. There's probably going to be potential for one more bull flag. See, there's usually in these smaller pump and dump stocks, it's like 3 green days and then a red day. So you can even see right here, it had 4, but 3 larger green days and then a red day. And then it's just, it follows that pattern a little bit. And it's got that 80-cent resistance. So it still has some room to go. So I'm going to put this one back on again. Bull flag on the hourly. Watch for, just notice that, watch for resistance around 80 cents and $1, because I believe I had the exact same report. I did have the exact same resistance, and it did not hit it yet, so it still has a little bit of room to run. I just don't know how I feel about putting it on the watch list again, like back-to-back days, but they can still run. So BIOC, not a big fan of these hammers. It's obviously, it's testing the support of the 9 and it's hammering off of it, but I don't, like it. It's like it moves pre-market and maybe like 1 or 2 moves. Yeah, see, look at that. Got these huge wicks at the open, which you could play the wicks at the open and then just get out. Let's take a look at the hourly. Okay, so I don't like that it ended right in between this 9 and 20 on the hourly, so I would not put BIOC on the... So let's take a look at UXIN. Let's see, remove drawing. Okay. So let's see. This has a $4 resistance. It's at 370 currently. It's sort of a double bottom. Let's take a look at the hourly. Okay, so I do like this nice bull flag on the hourly, and it's not overextended. And you could almost draw a bull pennant. You could draw a bull pennant on this one. So I do on the 5 minute. So I do like UXIN. You just have to be super aware of that $4 resistance. Okay, so bull flag, oops, bull flag on hourly. Watch for resistance at the, I believe it was, is it the 20? Yeah, the 20 EMA on daily. So that is UXIN. All right, so we're looking at FRAN, F-R-A-N. And that is a big no. It is right in between support and resistance. InBev. Now, I was looking at InBev earlier this afternoon, and I do like this one. So it broke this resistance level that I had previously mapped out. So it's got room up to 750. Let's take a look at the hourly. It's not overextended on the daily. It's a bull flag on the hourly. It's been riding the 9 when it got overextended because, as you know, if you read my blogs, that moving averages provide equilibrium to stocks. So when they get overextended, they're going to gravitate back towards them, find their equilibrium, and then continue moving. So I do really like what I see on this one. So I'm going to put InBev on the watch list. So it's a bull flag on... Boy, I'm having a hard time selling flag today. Bull flag on hourly. Watch for resistance around 750. All right, so TGODF. This one I was looking at earlier too when I was making my penny stock watch list, which this one made the list because I like what I see on this one. You can see that it's bull flagging up. It was trading sideways. Moving averages finally started moving apart, which is pushing price up. It's got room up to this 360. Oh, I have my trend line on. Can't make a support or resistance line when you have your trend line drawn. Where was I at? Okay, over here. So about this 360 level did dump right here at the end of the day, but that's probably people just closing out trades and taking their profits, because if you were holding this and you held it all the way up to 313, so if you had got in around 283 and held it to 313, you would have made some money. Let's see. See, this is where I'm gonna say no, because look at this. It's a tweezer top. Tweezer top is a bearish reversal pattern. So this ended the day with a bearish reversal. It's been overextended for 3 days. It's gonna dump. I'll bet you $20 that because it's had, and if you follow the rule, it had 3 green days. It's overextended. Look, 3 green days, dumped. 3 green days, it's probably going to dump. You can't borrow it, so I'm not putting that one on the watch list. This one is not going on the watch list. I had this one on the watch list, I think last week, because I just did the trade alerts results, and it rejected off this resistance. And look at that. That is all the plays on the nightly watch list. Let's take a look and see if there are some bearish plays. So when I'm looking for bearish, I'm looking for volume. FANG has no volume today, so I would not put that one on, because you want volume at least over 1 million, and I'm looking for easy to borrow because these are bearish plays. So potentially, I mean, if you look at this, there's nothing bearish about this. It's a V bottom on the daily. There is no resistance on the daily that you can see. So we'd have to, I believe this might be trading at all-time highs, which would in fact, maybe, let's take a look at the month. The monthly might tell us. Okay, yeah, see, the monthly tells us differently. Okay, so it broke above this 200 on the monthly. It's got resistance at $11. However, it's on the bearish scan, even though nothing about it looks bearish to me. Could be a dip buy. So this could be a tweezer bottom. Yeah, it's a tweezer bottom on the hourly that it ended with. So I'm going to put this one on for a bullish play, but it is easy to borrow, so you can take the short side of it if it in fact just fails tomorrow, which is possible. Let's see, V bottom on daily. Watch for resistance around. So the next candlestick was on the monthly at $11. However, don't forget, $1.50 amounts are psychological support and resistance. So actually, if price can break $10, because it has to break $10. It might not. It might touch 10 and just fall tomorrow. Let's take a look at our PAI. I don't like this one just because this is the first time it broke above the 200. And it just, once it did that, it just spent the rest of the day sort of dumping. And I don't like that. That has no volume. I rarely look at these ones because I don't usually need to. I don't like this super indecisive high wave candle on BTG. Let's take a look at, oh, BTG, that's what, none of these have volume, which is why I'm just passing by. AMX. Nope, it's right between support and resistance. You can see huge, like super wicky candles. Traders don't know what to do with it. So let's take a look at WRD. How do I feel? Sometimes I say things and then it reminds me of things that I recently heard. Because as you know, I'm a huge Pats fan. They beat the Chiefs. We're going to the Super Bowl. What? And they were playing their locker room celebration. And at the end of every game that they win, they always put their fists in. How do we feel about, and then whatever they did that day. And then oh yeah. So every time I say, how do I feel about that? That's what I think of. Which you guys don't care. It just makes me laugh. So this one has a tweezer bottoms on the 5-minute. I don't like, though, that it's all tangled up. I mean, this candle closed above it, but that is no guarantee. You can see these tweezer top patterns on Friday, and then it just went down. And then it went back up, but I don't like it. Don't like it. Ooh, this one had a lot. ZNGA had a lot of volume. And that's a potential bull flag. A cup handle. I don't like it. Not right now. Because that's a red doji indecisive candle. If we take a look at the hourly, just look at that right in between moving averages. It's not great. Let's take a look at CX. Nope, that is right in between support and resistance. ETH, also in between support and resistance. ACRE. Oh man, hate those tiny candles. Hate them. Not going to put that on. Ah, see, no volume. I forgot to look at the volume. RCII. Nope. And it doesn't even say whether you can short that. PACB. So this one is easy to borrow. Has this really big gap to fill. It is trading in the gap right now. So it has $4.79 to fall. That's like $3 plus. So let's take a look at, oh, look at that. That is going on the watch list for a bearish play. So let's see, we're going to make that at or below. Big gap to fill on daily. Watch for support around, oh man, I forgot, 4 something. We'll say 479 because that's the 200 SMA, and then it's got, and 450. Okay, so that is PACB. We'll look for potentially one more. This is EVH. Nope, I don't like the indecision. SID. I don't like, nope, in between moving averages, and I don't know whether that's, you can even trade that on the bearish side. BCRX. So I would not put this one on just because it closed right between moving averages. V-Ray. I don't see anything on the daily that would make me say, ooh, I want to put that on the watch list. So let's take a look at the hourly. Same with the hourly. I don't like, it's overextended. It's oversold. It could go either way. I don't know what direction it would choose tomorrow. So I'm not going to put that one on. So that's going to be our daily watch list. So let's take a look at the swing trade. Swing trading is not even, every stock I feel like I put on the watch list is not working, because just right now it's just, the market is not conducive to swing trades. You could potentially hold overnight, but even then there's like, you can see on ENTG, no open interest, CYBR. Let's take a look at the spreads. There's no open interest. The bid asks are ridiculous. That's a no. CONE. That's a no. I can already tell, even on this tiny chart, because it's, I mean, it has like a $1-ish move to make, but it has some open interest for March. Still, the bid ask spreads are not great, but no volume though. I don't like what I see. OC. Let's see what these spreads look like. Okay, so this, the spreads aren't great though. It has open interest, has some volume, but the spreads, this is like the only spread, these two out of the money. But that's, let's see, February 15th. Oh, that's not even this month yet. I don't know why I'm assuming we're in February already. So 55 is a really strong, or that's a price that people are really paying attention to. Out of the money, in the money, it would be 47.50 and 50. Does have some interest on the put side. Let's take a look at the hourly. See what the hourly is showing. Beautiful bull flag on the hourly, so I'm going to put that on because that could potentially be a good overnight hold. Let's see. Bull flag on hourly. Watch for resistance around, say 55, because that is what it appears that traders are really paying attention to according to the option spreads. FII. See, nothing about that, all the huge wicks and stuff. I hate that, so I don't even want to put that on. That's like a double bottom. It didn't quite break out of it, though. Oh, look at that. Ew. That was LNG, by the way. EAT. Just love to eat. Except not this one. Oh, that is a FWONK. That's a name. So this has nothing that I like. Let's take a look at the spreads. Nope. You can see open interest, volume, nothing. CHKP. I'm wondering if just one stock for a swing trade right now is the best bet. And I'm making an executive decision that that is the best bet just based on the history of my swing trades the past couple of weeks. Today's alert didn't even go off. It just sort of range traded sideways today. So I'm going to leave it with just one stock on the swing trade watch list because swing trading right now is kind of impossible. So that's going to be our watch list for tomorrow, the 29th. And if you're not a member, then just head over here to bullishbears.com. You can go to subscribe, and trust me, it is worth it. I started learning all of this about 2 to 3 years ago, and look at me now. I am over here making watch lists for you guys. So the courses definitely are worth it because that's how I learned. I didn't take courses from any other group or community or whatever, any other stock trading group ever. I've only ever been with the Bullish Bears for the past 3 years, and that means that I know that they work, because look at me now. I am making watch list videos. Never ever thought when I started with them that that would be a thing that I would be doing. But you can see 20 or 49 per month or 25 per month paid annually. You get a lot more with just on the Next Level Training video library alone is a ridiculous amount of information. So it's worth it, trust me. And if you aren't a part of our social media, you can head over to Facebook, to Twitter. I don't think Google or Pinterest are that big of a deal because we're not making mason jars for trading, but Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of it, super great. And make sure you subscribe and become a member and join us in our trade rooms. And eventually I'm going to get to a point where I can just live stream a watch list. It's easier for me to do that on a weekend than it is a weekday, just because I can't always be uninterrupted on a weekday. So hopefully I'll be live streaming in the chat, which is a brand new feature that they have in the new chat room that they put up. They got rid of the old one, did a new one. It's great. So if you're a member, try it out. If you're not and you want to try it out because there's a lot of great things going on in there, then again, subscribe. And I hope you guys have and if you do it within 2 hours, which I don't know when I'll get this video uploaded because the internet is stupid slow, but they always have a deal going so you can get money off on your subscription. So do it. It's worth it. Trust me. And I will see y'all later.